We got Oregon State versus Cal. Chris, what are your thoughts on Cal?
Let's go, baby. Give me, you know what? We don't talk about the Bears. I know I'm not a Bears truther either, but we've talked about them once this year. I was trying to get everybody excited there, but I know they're 3-2, right? You know, they had that really ugly game, probably one of the ugliest games of the year. Nobody watched it late at night against Auburn. They lost 14-10. They also lost last week to Washington State, 59-32. Washington State, as we know, is a crazy ass offense this year under Cam Ward. So they got blown out kind of in that game. They did put up 32 points. So what is Cal though? What are they this year? Right. Nobody talks about them. Nobody knows about them because the Pac-12 is loaded this year, but they kind of got a 2-quarterback system so far over there this year. It's kind of weird. You got Sam Jackson, Ben Finley. They both thrown for over 500 yards this year, but they've also been super turnover prone with, 6 interceptions combined. So I don't know. Offense is a little suspect over there as far as ball control, but Jalen Ott, the running back, he's averaging 6 yards per carry, 5 touchdowns. Their backup, Isaiah Ifanes, I don't even know how to say his last name, also has 5 touchdowns. So Cal's got a pretty good offense. Let's admit, they've been putting up some points. They've done well enough this year to at least put them on the radar in the Pac-12. I know the Pac-12 has got like 6 super heavy teams up there, but they've done enough this year, and that's why we're talking about them today. We know Oregon State, though, right? Chris, you're going to touch on them here in a second. Their defense is pretty goddamn good, coming off a huge win last week. But if Cal wants a shot in this one, man, they can't have any turnovers. They're going to have to play fundamentally sound. They're going to have to be able to run the ball against Oregon State's defense. Bottom line, they're going to have to. And Cal's defense is kind of one of those middle-of-the-road teams, as far as defensively. They're giving up about 26 points per game. But they're going to have to get to the quarterback here and disrupt the ukulele, as we like to call it.
Yeah, Chris. I mean, looking at Oregon State, they're coming off a huge win against a very tough Utah team. Now, to be fair, Utah's freshman quarterback struggled with accuracy just about all night, and he looked off so much that they had to pull him. They only managed 198 total yards. So, part of that too is Oregon State. They got a top 25 defense, right? And they're going to be looking to, they're going to be taking on a top 25 offense, in Cal, right? So that'll be an interesting matchup. The other side of it is, the offense against a very tough Utah defense was explosive, dude. They had 358 yards of total offense. And they were gashing them all night, it looked like. They're going to need to bring it again this week, though, Chris. It's on the road, very tough Golden Bears defense. Oregon State, they're led by the ukulele, who has put up 1,100 yards and 13 touchdowns. He needs another strong performance this week. I think it's easy for teams to come out flat, on the road, against Cal. We see it happen all the time. Where, I think Auburn did it not even that long ago, right? And they probably should have lost that game.
They should have.
I'll give you my final score prediction in this one, Chris. Yep. Give me Cal 31, Oregon State 38.
Ooh, okay. All right. I like it. You got it a little closer than I do. I think, and I agree with you on this about Oregon State. The big win last week. Teams usually bounce back, got to go on the road, look a little flat. I'm a believer in Oregon State this year after that Friday night game. Give me Oregon State 33. Give me Cal 24.